Let the truth come through. When Moca hits the porch, you know what we came to do. Moca Unfiltered. Hey, Moca Unfiltered. Hey, gold in the lights, fire in the room. Pull up a chair, cause we started soon. Bring your question, bring your point of view. We can disagree and still keep it true. No cutting corners, no changing the facts. Once he hits the table, ain't no taking it back. From the front of the porch to the bushes out back. Everybody get ready. Moca's on the track. If you came for the truth, put your hands up high. If you came for the facts, let me hear you tonight. Porch light on, turn the whole thing up. Moca in the building, better fill your cup. Real talk flowing, let the truth come through. When Moca hits the porch, you know what we came to do. Moca Unfiltered. Moca Unfiltered. No low bells and bows, yeah, the crew came deep. We played gang rolling and claiming their seats. Bush watchers watching, you know what it is. When that porch light shines, ain't no hiding in the mix. We came with the grit, we came with the grace. Giving truth the voice and the voiceless a place. No chasing clout, we came to make it clear. When Moca starts talking, everybody gon' hear. Come as you are, there's room on the porch. So come on and let it flow. We laugh, we learn, we question it all. And when one of us stumbles, the porch won't let him fall. Turn the whole thing up. And I'm Moca in the building, better fill your cup. Real talk flowing, and let the truth come through. When Moca hits the porch, you know what we came to do. Moca Unfiltered. Say it loud. Say it loud. Moca Unfiltered. Turn it up. Turn it up. Moca Unfiltered. Porch light on. Unfiltered. Porch light on. Let's get it up. Nolan bells and bows. Welcome to the porch.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. And guys, I'm back. I'm back at 6:30, y'all. So here we are. Welcome, 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 everybody. I see y'all up in here. I see y'all. Black Goddess, welcome, sis. My Thai, I see you, my love. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Rosalind, how are you? Welcome, my love. My beautiful sister, April Webster, welcome, welcome. Hey, the boss, welcome. Welcome to the chat, my love. Rewind, react. Hey, girl. Welcome. Look at my boo, Kernell. Welcome, boo. Welcome. Hey, my girl, Jen. Welcome, sis. And my sister, Deidre, welcome, welcome. My girl, Gina. Hey, boo. Carla Russell, it's been a minute, boo. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. My sister, PJ. Hey, sis. He uncovered. Welcome, sister. Welcome. Oh, rewind, react. Listen, girl. I'm glad we were able to lift your spirits just a little bit. No matter what you're going through, just know that God is in control. God is definitely in control. Happy Tuesday, Carla Henry. Welcome. Hey, Nikesha, welcome, my love. Chisette, welcome, welcome. Carla Henry, thank you so very much for supporting the channel. We appreciate that super chat, boo. Hey, Essie, welcome, my love. Welcome. Child, we here. We are definitely here. And well, there has been a little bit of this and a whole lot of that going on in these YouTube streets. And yeah, no, I kind of slacked off of the Nolan Wells case because I had some business to take care of in the street sector. You know, and I knew a lot of y'all didn't understand, you know, who I was talking about, or, you know, maybe why. But we all about protecting children on this channel. We're all about protecting children on this channel. It doesn't matter who it is. You understand me? We're going to expose them. We are definitely going to expose them. But I do know, hey, Shell, baby, welcome. I do know that some things have come out with the Nolan Wells case. I knew that, oh Lord, that chaotic phone call was released of Jarvis Butts. A lot of things went on. And the street sector with Marcus, Atlanta street interviews. So we're going to talk about it all. We're going to touch on all of these things. And in the Nolan Wells case, you know, I know that there's so much going on with that case. So much going on with that case. Hey, Drag Racing, my love, thank you for the jewels, boo. Thank you so very much. I know that Warren Hudson's daddy put up $50K. Now, come on. Come on. Y'all know what that $50K was for, right? Those $50K was only put up because he was just trying to get pertinent information to ruin the investigation. Hush money. Absolutely hush money. It's a strategy. Hey, Sister Platinum, welcome. It's a strategy. And people could see it. Clear as day. People could see it. And the one question that I've had in all of this, right? The one question that I have in all of this is, why haven't they released that granddaddy's CETO call? Why haven't they released it? Hey, Diamond Dean, welcome, my love. Why have they not released that CETO call from that grandfather? Was it his buddy? Was it somebody they knew? I mean, it just makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. Then there's the autopsy. It's not being released to the grand jury. It's not being released until it gets to the grand jury. Hey, Nietzsche, welcome, my love. I think there are some things. They're trying to cover up some things. They're hiding some shit. But there are some things in that autopsy that's going to definitely tell a story. Shell Baby said because he called directly to that captain and they're most likely friends. Exactly. That's my thought. That's my thought. Carla Henry saying them boys are collecting money off of Nolan's death. Absolutely. I saw that. But yet that's his friends. Baby, with friends like that, we none need enemies. We none need enemies. Hey, Tony, welcome, my love. We none need enemies with friends like that. And do you all know, and it's just my opinion, do you all know all of these photographs that's coming up, these pictures that's coming up, right? I think that's to confuse the case. When you got a picture with 4 boats up there, 4, you mean to tell me nobody saw Nolan Wells? Nobody saw nothing? Then you have to ask yourself, when was those pictures taken? Nobody saw nothing. Hey, my brother Abs, what's going on? Nobody saw nothing. Child, this ain't gonna work. And Cajun Navy ain't shit. Because Cajun Navy is lying all over their ass. And I believe they're dropping them photos on purpose. I really do. I believe they're dropping them on purpose. I'm Covered said Nancy had another opinion on the enhanced audio. And it was confirmed that her audio was correct. Her audio was correct. These people said, listen, what would she have to gain? Katie was on the boat. What would she have to gain by altering the audio, right? You don't just alter an audio. You just don't do that. Because, the evidence was already, it was already there before the sinking boat call. That call was damage control. How the hell you make a phone call and we hear, oh man, we're all effed. We're all effed. Then you hear, is he dead? Then you hear somebody telling somebody else in the background, shut the F up. Then somebody asks, oh, is No dead? Then you hear some little girl frantically hollering, wake up, Nolan. And then you hear, oh my God, Nolan. So this was all strategically planned. Hey, my beautiful star. Welcome, niece. Portia, hey, boo. All of this was strategically planned. Then you got Warren doing the interview. He got so much to say, but he wasn't even on the boat. And I'm with you, girl. Lock all the asses up. Lock them all up. Cornell said he's trying to pull a wool over our eyes. And they are. Yep, that's what they said. Check his chest. Hey, Marty, welcome, boo. Black Goddess says, but they want to threaten everyone and sue everyone. Get the hell out of Satan ass. Absolutely, girl. Absolutely. But my thing is, why threaten the people? Why try to shut the people up? But that's good old Mississippi for you. They all dirty. They are dirty. You hear me? My Ty said they're mad at Nancy. Because look, Nancy Grace getting it out of them. You hear me, my Ty? Nancy is getting it out of them. She is definitely getting it out of them. I'm Covered says everybody that was on a boat needs to be locked up. But listen, not just everybody on the boat. Go and grab Ashley. When you locking them up, you lock Ashley ass up too. When you locking them up, you lock Ashley ass up too. and you grab the grandfather because somebody needs to explain something. And you see, Batum Tatum, he ain't shit. He ain't shit. Oh no. Oh no. Batum, girl, this has been here before. But I'm trying to see what Marty said. Okay, I get her. I get her. She fixed it. But Warren had so much to say, right? But that they were programmed to say that. They were, hey, Big Mama, welcome. They were programmed to say that. And he wasn't on the boat. These people were not. These people were not Nolan's friends. They were not Nolan's friends. My best friend. Listen to the boy, you were doing damage control. Warren was doing damage control. And he kept emphasizing my best friend. You don't have to say that much for somebody to know that that's your best friend. You don't have to say that much for somebody to know that that's your best friend. And one thing I need to say, Nancy Grace needs to keep Mobley off a damn panel because Mobley ain't good for nobody. I'm Covered says Ashley was on the boat too. That's the word on the streets. Yes, that's the word. I believe Sakina. Welcome, boo. Ashley, I believe her ass was on that boat. The star says, might as well take Stank Breath Tatum with him. You girl, take him, take his ass. Ab says, why is this not being spoken about in mainstream media? They're shook it. They're shook it, Abs. You got the good old boys in Mississippi with the hoods and the secret societies. They may as well go call Django. They may, hey, Spicy, welcome. They may as well, because it's like Rosewood all over again. They may as well go call Django and let him ride through there and clean that bitch up. Because ain't no way. No way. Black God, it says Warren was reading the script like they are too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Star says they didn't expect for the people to hear that background of that Cito call. They thought it would have stayed hidden. They thought it would have stayed hidden, girl. Tony says, Mocha, Tatum is just like that sorry-ass detective that was supposed to question Jarvis' ass. Girl, you wait a minute, girl. We go revisit Jarvis and Naziah. Oh, yes, we will. Because Naziah still ain't here. No, she's not. And they never gave us no answers. So we go revisit that. Nietzsche says she's doing the damn thing. Work, Nancy, work. Absolutely. Hey, Spicy, welcome. All is well, my love. Marty said it's been there, done this before. Corruption, deception, deflection, lie on lie. Them pale face feel they're not under the U.S. laws. They live in a rich man land. But you know what? Mississippi just is poor. 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 And they don't protect their people. At least not, those of color. They don't. PJ says, and get that damn low-down medical examiner. I never trust her or the sheriffs. Birds of a feather flock together. PJ. That's what I want to know. Why is that medical examiner with her crooked ass? Why did she feel she had to keep Nolan's throat and his stomach? Why? So you mean to tell me you collecting body parts? You collecting body parts? Man, oh man. Black Goddess says the grandfather is connected to the KKK. I'm putting money on it. They can't hide stuff like they did in 1955. You better say that, my tie. You better say that. Ab says, I'm tired of the lawless law. And you know what? That's in all these cases. That's in all these cases. The law ain't right. Carla Henry said, and why did two people get arrested? But they aren't arresting anyone for Nolan's death. Carla Henry, let me answer that. They've not arrested. Listen, okay, let me fix that. They arrested somebody from California and another woman from Cincinnati, black woman, and a foreign man, an Asian man. Now they arrested them for making threats to the judge and threats to the courthouse. But you mean to tell me y'all can't arrest nobody for making threats to Nolan Wells' mama? Y'all can't arrest nobody for making threats to Nolan Wells' mama. That's a problem. That's a problem. And that, look, they're deliberately not arresting nobody for making threats because that mail that she got, that was traceable. That KKK hood, that was traceable. But you mean to tell me y'all gonna arrest somebody for that? Shit. I don't trust none of those little boys that called themselves Nolan's friend. Trayston lied. He said, when you get a hold of the girl, then maybe you'll get a hold of Nolan. They all pretended they didn't know who Katie was. They all pretended they didn't know who the girl was. But yet, y'all in the background on the phone with her. Man, Katie got some questions to answer for the world. Katie got to answer some questions. Black Goddess says they sent the mask to Nolan's parents' house. And the Caucasian lady that spoke out about the clear people in Mississippi, about brown people. Now the demon sees parents wants to sue her. How the hell you do that? How the hell you do that? I don't understand. I don't understand. Whatever happened to freedom of speech? God damn it, if Bart is guilty, Bart is guilty. Because we know that Warren did everything in his power to omit saying Bart's name. Cornell says if Nolan was white and the friends were black, they would have pulled a Central Park 5 on those boys. It would have been a whole different story. It would have been a whole different story. Uncovered said they're taking the focus off of Nolan. I hope and pray that he doesn't get lost. He can't. It's too big. It's too big. Jen said, did they forget about what happened a few years ago when they had that boat fight? Justice will happen in Mississippi. Jen, you better know it. And I believe that with all my heart. Justice is coming for this case. Spicy says Nolan knew these young men were clear demons, but he wasn't raised that way, though. And you could tell he wasn't raised that way. Tony says, nah, Moca, that medical examiner had a smirk on her face. She needs to be investigated. Oh, she needs her job taken. She needs, this lady, she needs to go to jail. She needs to go to jail because who in their right mind just goes around collecting organs with no answer as to why? Star said the call to Cito. He stated we sinking. I don't know, we going down. But no, we don't need the Coast Guard. Make it make sense. Because if you're sinking, why don't you want this Coast Guard? But Star, check this out. When the call was made to Cito, the amount of water they were in, they could have stood up in it. They could have stood up in it. Spicy say they act like Nolan is to blame for all of this. That part. He was drunk. So what, David? Y'all all were drunk. Y'all all were drunk. Bush watchers, if you could be so kind to hit the like button, I would truly appreciate it. PJ said, Moca, the dispatcher asked, if everyone is breathing, she knew something was wrong. She should have called for emergency assistance. Absolutely. Not only should she have called for emergency assistance, but do you remember the phone call between that dispatcher and Cito? When Cito said that he had a private conversation with the grandfather, that was a red flag. That was a red flag. And that dispatcher had every right to call for help. Oh, no, I don't trust Javon either. I don't. Tony said, how did the grandfather know to call the captain and the counselor too? Because Warren called Ashley and Ashley called the grandfather. Marty says, oh, now, that woman, the scapegoat allegedly, for that scam man corner, he give her the fixed unaliving cases, allegedly. So he keep his job. She lose hers because she expendable. Male ego at work. Spicy says, including the black kids, not sure if he's to be trusted either. This is ridiculous. Oh, no. His friends, none of them that called themselves Nolan's friends were Nolan's friends. Black Goddess says Katie and Bart was dating. It was clear as day. They said, damn it, Bart. Damn it, Bart. Now, why would they say, damn it, Bart, if Bart didn't do nothing? They can't keep up this lie forever. This story cannot linger forever. Why say, damn it, Bart, if Bart didn't do nothing? I believe Katie set up Nolan. I'm Covered says. They all set Nolan up. They all set Nolan up. Carla Henry said Nancy Grace and so many people are fighting to get Nolan justice. Absolutely. And that goddamn black ass what is goddamn name? What's that man name, y'all? I can't even think of the damn name. Shit. On Nancy Grace panel. Oh, Mobley, keep his ass clean up off of her panel. Because Mobley is up. Ab says Nolan was doomed from the time he stepped on that boat. It was a setup. Absolutely, Abs. I believe that this was all pre-planned. I believe it was pre-planned. And he had no idea. And who knows? Maybe Nolan was talking to Katie the night before, and they knew that Katie would be on that out there to meet Nolan the next day. Because remember, Nolan stayed the night with him. Hey, Ted, welcome, boo. Anonymous, welcome. Shell Baby said they have a petition for her to lose her license. Yeah, I saw that. Marty says, did you know there's a state of emergency in Mississippi? Because there are over 12 months plus in backlog on autopsy reports. I feel they buy their license to practice from Disney. God damn. God damn, Marty. Marty said they buy their license hey, from the Disney gift shop. Woo, child. Shell Baby said you could clearly hear him say, but Shell Baby, you know what? He couldn't even count correctly as to how many people was on that boat. First it was 7, then it was 8. He didn't know. He didn't know whether or not to count Nolan. You could clearly hear him say there's 8 people. Then the other boy said there's only 7. They didn't know. Hey, terrific. Welcome. They didn't know whether or not to count Nolan. PJ said Warren with his Freddy Krueger Goma Power. Gosh, shut your mouth. Oh, Lord. He said with his Freddy Krueger Goma Power looking ass, he's a habitual liar. The more he lies, the more his nose grows. Lock all them demons up. You better know it. PJ, I'm tickled. I am tickled. Star says I'm still trying to figure out who was the man sitting on a boat when Nolan was bent over on that boat. That's a good question. That's a good question. Yes, girl, Bart. Yes, Bart said he wasn't there. But yet now Bart is there. Yet Bart is there. Bart is nothing but a liar. Nothing but a liar, but yet he's suing people for putting him there. He's suing people for putting his name out there. Bitch, you was there. You were there. Marty says, my girl call them bush hoggers. I really believe that they all spiked Nolan's drink too. I don't think, and it's possible they spiked his drink, right? But I believe that he was attacked from behind. I believe that he was attacked from behind, and I believe something happened. I believe they broke his neck. I believe that. Cornell said, I believe it was all over that damn cat. Ooh, 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 ooh. Gina said, and if they were drinking, whomever supplied it needs to be looked at too. Absolutely, Gina. Absolutely. And it goes back to Ashley, Gina. It goes back to Ashley. Black Goddess says they're telling us anything to distract us from the truth. I'm not buying it, and neither am I. Neither am I. You see, now I'm back. I'm all in this shit. I'm back. Because there is no way you're going to tell me that this young man decided to stay on Horn Island by his goddamn self. There's no way. Marty said, obviously, all of them expensive school fees didn't go to waste. They still can't count. Girl. That was Bart's big ass. You know clear people look old as hell. Girl, did you see his picture? Did you see his picture? A whole beard and a mustache. So he might have been that grown ass man that we're trying to figure out who was sitting on that boat the way he was sitting on that boat. Hey, Kimberly Earls, Bart probably was the grown ass man. Tiffany said just sitting up there telling all them lies. Yes, indeed, like their asses up. Something happened out there and they're trying to cover it up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Pretty Wings, welcome. Tony says Nancy Grace ain't playing with goofy ass looking Mobley. She light his ass up every time. And light him up. Every time he get on a panel, Tony, she warm his ass up. Gina said some of them did get their education on their knees. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Hey, LaDana, welcome. Pretty Wings, I see you, boo. Hey, Katrina, welcome. Somebody had to buy the alcohol. That's right. And I say Ashley. I vote Ashley. Miss Honey, welcome, my love. I vote Ashley. Black Goddess says Bart is a big redneck looking like he's 30 in the face. Ooh. Ooh. Bart had some bad birthdays. Bart had some bad birthdays. Bart is looking old. You hear me? Cornell said Bart needs to be charged for buying alcohol for the underage adults. It's either Bart or Ashley. That's my vote. Tony says Moca Nolan was raised to bring his ass home with the same person he leaves the house with. Absolutely. Absolutely. Star says, so if that was Bart lying ass, then he'd been on that island. He didn't just come to tow. Star, listen, it's the lies they tell, boo. It's the lies they tell. Listen, Nancy Grace ain't playing with them. You hear me? PJ says, Mocha, one of them motherfuckers said you did it and you gonna pay for it. Then the other jackass responded, he asked for it. What? Gina said someone wanted him to get intoxicated so they could take advantage of it. Damn. Tony said Bart looked like he drank moonshine. Damn. That moonshine is a motherfucker. Marty says the coroner got no case. He gave her Nolan's autopsy. Because let's face it, She ain't no good at her job, allegedly. She got 4 prior undetermined young black boys' autopsy results. Why break the cycle now? Terrific said my son was invited by his clear friends to go kayaking. He was like, hell no. Now you know we don't know how to kayak. We ain't going in the waters with them people, girl. It's too many stories. Thank God your son said no. We don't want another statistic. Because it ain't just happening in Mississippi, it's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. Katrina says Bart looks like he drinks moonshine and smoking on meth. A hard ass life. Damn. And that's sad. That is sad though, because all Nolan's parents want is answers. Rather he drowned or whatever the cause may be. All these people want answers, and Mississippi is playing in their face. Mississippi is playing in these people's face. You hear me? So we could go back to Mississippi burning on this one. Y'all know the story. We could go back to Mississippi burning. Gina don't make no sense. Black. Gina don't make no sense. Gina got me tickled where I sit. Katrina said, I'm still baffled how they swimming in that nasty looking water. I'm not swimming in no brown looking water for nobody. But you see, black men, let me tell y'all something. Hey, Boo Baker, welcome, Boo. Black men. It's a different day and age. Of course it is. But look at who we have in office. He's giving them the rights to do the things that they do. And any time you find a black man remotely looking at a white woman or talking to a white woman, that becomes a problem. That becomes a problem. And it's a shame that we have to live the way that we live in this day and age in America. But Mississippi has not changed. Mississippi has not changed, y'all. In all the years, they have not changed. Carla Henry said there's so many new cases where a black person goes swimming with the white people and not coming back, and that's a norm for them. That's a norm. That's the norm, and it's becoming more and more normal every day. Gina said, I don't go on dry fucking land with them or even my own people. Damn, Gina. Damn. Black says, you see, Nolan was on that boat while they were in that murky water. Cornell said, that's why I don't date outside my race. Damn, Cornell. No snow bunnies, neither puppies. Katrina said, anytime a person tells a man to let his son die and move to Florida, you know he's the devil. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit. It's sad. Absolutely, Rewind. It's sad. It's that much hatred in America. That much hate. Hey, Rhapsody, welcome. God damn it, Miss Honey said, if it ain't black, I don't turn back. Carla Henry said another case is a police officer. Oh, I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. He went out boat riding with his white girl and her family. Now he's dead. And the girl's friend started a GoFundMe the next day. I saw it. I saw it. And where's the answers for this? Oh, yes, PJ. I heard Katie was on that boat. I heard she was on the boat. And that's why I say Katie needs to answer some questions. Y'all know I ain't reading y'all comments, right? Y'all crazy as shit. Y'all is crazy as shit. Cornell, go to timeout. Go to timeout. But, but that's what I said. Katie has not been forthcoming. If Katie was truly on that boat, Katie got some answers for the world. Oh, yeah. She got some answers. So, Katie, what do you know? What do you know? What do you know? Hey, Yolanda, welcome, welcome. Meet said, mine knows not to, oh, damn, not to bring one home. Katrina said they probably got Katie so scared to say anything because she's going to get the same treatment. I believe they're scared of the talk. I believe they scared her to talk. Oh, no, no, Marty, you know we love you here, girl. We love you here. Gina says, I don't trust my own people because some of them think they're not black. I might be like you. Oh, damn. It's like midnight. Damn, y'all. But look, we go follow this Nolan Wells case. I'm back on it now. I'm back on it. And we go see where this shit goes. Because there ain't no way. This child, it's been a month now, and his parents still don't have the answers. They still don't have the answers. Portia says, here are the activities that you don't do with the cliff people. You don't scuba dive. You don't skydive. You don't bungee jump. You don't go hiking and you don't go swimming. You don't go fishing. And you just don't go horseback riding. God damn. Yes, Lord, Kurt. Now, Marty is invited to the cookout. These people are showing their true colors. They're showing their true colors. And we cannot ignore it. And we can't ignore it. Captain Seth and Grandpa need to come to the front and center. We all have questions, pretty wings. We all have questions. Because they done Nolan. Like Marcus Ferris says, a social experiment. Yeah, that's what he did, it like a social experiment. This is crazy. This is damn crazy. Rewind says, I'm dark skinned. And Lil Sis is yellow. She acts like we ain't the same kind of people. We got the same mama and daddy. Oh, see, she done got socially, caught up with them folks. Cover said the cookout doors has closed until we get to the bottom of this. Our girl Marty is invited to the cookout. Invited to the cookout. No, Carla Henry. That's not true. That's not true. She asking him, no, is it true that Ida B. Wells is Nolan's grandmother? That is not true. Now, I know that. I know that. Ida B. Wells' granddaughter came out here and she corrected that. She corrected that. She said, nope, there's no relations. He just said, Moca, they claim Katie went to the police. But I don't believe it because she would be the weakest link. So they could miss me with the bullshit. That part. Let me tell you. They said Katie is cooperating with the police. They even said, well, Nolan's mom said that she had a conversation with Katie. Was Katie being forthcoming with her? We don't know. But I don't believe that Katie was cooperating with the police either. I don't. Star says if it was the other way around, they would have arrested everybody. Absolutely. Absolutely, Star. Absolutely. You know what, Katrina? I ain't even reading your comment. I ain't even reading it because y'all make me sick. I swear to God. I swear to God. Y'all is crazy up in here. Y'all crazy. But we want justice for Nolan. Hey, Yolanda, we want justice for Nolan. Oh, yeah, except for Marty, girl. We're not gonna leave our Marty out. No, we ain't. We want justice for Nolan. And they're throwing all kind of, they're putting all kind of obstacles in our way. They want to railroad this case. Uncover said he was related to Moses Wells. A family member of that family came out, acknowledged it, and said what they stand with the Wells family. Okay? Pretty Wings says 4th of July. That was America's birthday, girl. You can't tell me it wasn't an initiation. That grand jury is not going to bring this case forward. And you know what? I believe that. I believe that it was the initiation going on. I believe the Grand Poobah, the Grand Wizard, I believe they all had a say in this. I do believe. I do believe. I do believe. Like God, it says, Tatum line ass said, all of them got questioned. I don't believe it one bit. They lawyered up, so how did they get questioned? I'll wait, hold up with Tatum. Tatum said they all took a lie detector test. Then he turns around and said it was an equivalent to a lie detector test. Nancy Grace had him all choked up. All choked the hell up. So now you full of lies too. Marty says, Katie, why them fool pale-faced boys say you just some girl? Absolutely, Marty. They call us some girl. But then they seem to forget you were not. You and Bart the fart, and I done wait. God damn, Marty said Bart the fart. Back in the day. Now you're hiding behind your sister like you're a ventriloquist dummy. And her hand up your back. God damn, y'all. Damn. Hey, Marty said Bart the fart. And said Katie is a ventriloquist dummy. Damn. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. We want to know, what is it that Katie knows? Gina says, my daughter, okay, y'all talking about y'all children. Tony said, Katie ain't doing shit. Why she didn't go on Nancy Grace so she could get checked for the fuckery that she's caused to Nolan Wells. Hello. Cornell, I'm tickled. Cornell, I'm still tickled. She called him Bart the Fart. Damn, Gina says I didn't watch all of Officer Tater Tot because he looked like he eat hot dogs whole. Oh my God. You mean to tell me I ain't been coming on at 6:30? Y'all, this is what I missed? Y'all crazy as shit. Pretty Wing says, those tentacles run deep in Ocean Springs. Who was the second female on the boat? Who was it? That we'll never know. That we'll never know. A lie detector test won't stand up in court. Absolutely, it won't. It won't. I'm Covered says, there was a lot going on during the 4th of July. They found a girl hanging on a tree in front of a church. The mass clear people marched and did more stuff, so it might be connected. Could be. Katrina says, maybe Katie the trick of Horn Island. Because they have scared the heck out of Katie. She's going to be on Horn Island by herself. Damn. Not the trick. Yolanda said, how about no one's talking about the grand? That's what I say, Yolanda. Hey, JJ, welcome, boo. That's what I say, Yolanda. The grandfather needs to be spoken about. The grandfather needs to come to the front of the class. You will call a captain and tell a captain to stand down. They don't need no help. Why? 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 This don't make no sense. Absolutely, Katie was on that boat, Nikisha. Absolutely. Absolutely. But child, anyway, we go move right along. We gonna move right along. Now, y'all heard, it ain't much I can say about that phone call. Ain't much I can say about that phone call. Jarvis and Kizzy and Nay, not even North Carolina, right? Because, Marty said, listen, Barney Tatum Bar interview with Fly Warren on Nancy Grace. There's still a photo of Fly Warren. His eyes look like they're ready to spin out of them sockets. That's why Bounty Bar ex-cop. Oh, shit. We as a black people got to stop celebrating the white man holidays. I don't care how much you kiss up to them. It means nothing. My black people learned about July 5th. That's our Independence Day. It is. It is. It is. It is. Oh, no. Mississippi autopsy, Carla Henry, is sealed. It's sealed. It's sealed. Definitely sealed. Meeching. That's what I want to know. Where is Naziah? Where is she? We playing all these Jarvis Butts phone calls, right? Detroit has not given us nothing. Nothing. No answers about where's Naziah. The last we knew, Naziah was in the hands of a peddler. And that's where it stayed. Detroit did not give us any answers. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be totally honest. My stands when this first took place with, hey, Dr. JD, welcome. My stands with this when it first took place was that Nazaria was alive. Being that Detroit is not giving us any answers, they so claim Jarvis Butts is dead. Y'all ain't giving us no answers. I'm going to still believe what I believe. Because if this woman said that they're satisfied with this truthful statement that Jarvis Butts gave them, why is it that nobody went to search? You never heard of them saying that after Jarvis Butts gave his true statement that nobody searched. So you mean to tell me that family is okay? I don't think so either, Michi. I don't think so either. I don't think so. I don't think so. Marty says, as it's always stated, give them enough loose rope with their loose words and watch them come tumbling down. Be sure your sins and lies go put you in jail before a long time. I pray. Absolutely. Cornell said the knockoff Patti LaBelle dressed like Michael Jackson in court. Know it all. Ask Granny Monster. But you know what, Cornell? You're right. You're right. She has the answers. And I want to know, how could she be satisfied with this child still being missing and not opening up her mouth? Because my right, Carla Henry, I want to know, because if she's gone, why y'all didn't have a memorial? Why there's not a memorial for her? So we're not going to remember Nazaria, right? The other family don't say, they don't speak on her. So all y'all was ordered to shut up. So this little girl she don't get the dignity to have a tombstone. Hey, Sunshine, welcome. JJ says, Mocha, they would have if Jarvis and Mark D knew each other. The evidence all point to they did. Absolutely. They knew one another. They knew one another. But my thing is this. If that little girl is really gone, what a horrible family she comes from. Because why has there not been a burial? I mean, a memorial. Why has there not been something to honor her life? Shit, ask Kizzy. Kizzy knows. Kizzy knows as much as Shannon knows. You can best believe that. Angel didn't give a damn. Nay was just used for money. These women on these phone calls was just to keep Jarvis Butts company. But it's a shame, though. It's a shame how he groomed her. Let's start there. It's a shame how they allowed him to groom her. Hey, Kenyatta, welcome, boo. A member for 15 months. All right, awesome, awesome. Welcome. It's a shame how they let him groom her. And it's a shame how they're keeping her a secret. Oh, Kizzy nasty. She nasty, nasty. Oh, that heifer nasty, baby. Carla Henry said, Mark D back on YouTube. Oh, Lord. But he ain't doing nothing that I'm interested in. Gina says, thank you, Sunshine. Gina says, checkerboard teeth and the airhead crew wasn't talking about nothing on them. Damn. Checkerboard teeth and an airhead crew. Lord Jesus. Oh, yes. It got to be the year of exposure. Cornell, they need to call child protection on Kizzy and animal control. Kizzy argued and cursed out the dog, and Kizzy cursed out her children. Kizzy don't need to be nobody's mama. All she wanted was Jarvis Butts. Black said they're all devils, and they're all fucked up individuals. They never, ever cared about Naziah. Absolutely. Absolutely. JJ said Kizzy was his ride or die. Ride or die. And, ooh, girl, Kizzy was the worst. You hear me? Kizzy gave no fucks about Naziah. Hell, she ain't gave none about her own children. This don't make sense. JJ said, but in real life, Shannon and Annette, where is Naziah? That's right. Where's Naziah? And I'm not going to stop asking. I'm not going to stop asking. Where's Naziah? Because people can't just be accepting of he gave us a truthful answer. He gave us a truthful answer. There's no way. And then he unalived himself, y'all say. Nobody claimed his body. Ain't that some shit? It was still under investigation. And the fact that he was an inmate has still not been updated. This shit is weird. This shit is weird. He was sitting there and he was assaulting these babies, y'all. Grooming them. And the family members sit up there like it's all right. It's okay. And the little girl still never surfaced. And they're fine with it. They're fine with it. Mark D went on the news and they hurry up and shut him down, Tony says. Damn, Mark D looks spooky to me. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sick. You know what, Gina? Gina, go in the corner. Gina said if Mark D walked up on her in the nighttime, she would have the sudden need to pee on herself. Lord, Gina. And that's the thing, Cornell. Kizzy didn't give a damn how she talked in front of her children. Child, throw them phone calls away. Throw them away. Because every woman that Jarvis Butts was with was just like Jarvis Butts. And that's why every woman that I believe Marcus Ferris is with is just like him. When you can't protect a child, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Carla Henry says, I don't know how Naziah family members can live with themselves because they're a bunch of don't care bunch of family members, a bunch of don't care people. Oh, look at Marty, just because you're you and we appreciate you. Thank you, boo. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, love. Carla Henry, I don't understand it. I don't understand how you see, I think that emotional outcry, I think that was for the public. I think that was just for the public. Because there's no way I could still be quiet. There is no way I could still be quiet. Annette Mop wig head ass just sitting in that busted down house, huh? And don't give a damn. Like God says, but he has a whole mama. And she didn't want to claim his body. Ain't that some shit? She didn't want to claim him. Now you know what, she couldn't claim him. How you claim somebody that ain't dead? How? Tony says, Mocha, Jarvis told Dizzy Kizzy that a dude swung on him. And she laughed and said, oh, you got beat up. He said, Jarvis done got beat up many times. Many times. Many times. Colonel, I'm sorry to say, but I think this is all a play. I think it's all a play. You know why? Cornell says, and then Shannon wants to blow all the smoke at Ian, but didn't say shit to Jarvis. You see what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. But ain't Shannon ain't Shannon moving? Ain't she moving? Man, look. This is crazy to me. And I don't understand this family not having an outrage for this little girl. Terrific said, I thought the sister said she was going to bury him. Nah, sis. Nah, sis. She said there was some other people in line ahead of her. Gina says, I mean, how in the hell can a family have so many filthy people in it? Oh, easy. Ain't no nonsense. Easy. Absolutely. Absolutely. They got Facebook popular. A lot of them. Granny got those wigs from the thrift store for $2.99. Damn, Gina. Damn, Gina. But the thing is, something is not right with the Naziah Harris case. And I'm going to say it over and over and over again. Something is not right with the Naziah Harris case. Big Mama said, yep, the boys will be charged like the Central Park 5. And look, and it took years to get that charge. And we just got to wait because it's going to come. Shannon better sit her bitch ass down somewhere before Ian gets on her ass again. Listen, something ain't right with this case. That's all I know. Something is not right. Frank disappeared. He got quiet. After he got what he needed out of that shop. There's no more mention of Naziah. And I'm going to keep following my instincts. If Naziah can't have a memorial, then he sure don't deserve a funeral. That part. That part. That part. Something in my gut ain't right. Again, like I said, when it comes to Naziah. And we may hear of it 10 years from now. Something ain't right. Look at how just recently they showed a little girl was kidnapped. 4 years later, they found her. They found her 4 years later. She escaped. She escaped the traffickers. Something tells me this little girl ain't going. The whole family is quiet on the creek. Absolutely, Kenyatta. Absolutely. Yeah, Colin Henry, she's 15. Let's face it, no decent man wants them. After Butts, no man go want them. Unless they want to be nosy about how freaky it is. They're all clones, rejects, thrown from ugly starship, damn, the ugly Enterprise. Damn. Essie said, yep, Mocha, they sure did. That little girl, 4 years, she escaped her traffickers. Something ain't right. And I believe Naziah is going to rewrite her story. I do believe she's going to rewrite her story. And that's exactly why I said all that I said. Look at my girl Platt, ride or die. You know I stand 10 toes for you. I'm here when I'm not here. Clock it. My sister been a member for 13 months. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much for all that you do. Black says yes. So they not going to put effort into finding Naziah. If anyone in Ohio, be careful. They looking for Uncle Daddy. He's supposed to be locked up, y'all. Damn. You know, and that's why, let me tell y'all why I'm so hard on Atlanta street interviews, right? Anytime you play with a child, anytime you play with a child, that's a problem for me. Hey, Peaches, welcome, boo. That's a problem for me. "14-year-old have no say. A 17-year-old, thank you, Peaches. Thank you so much, my love. A 17-year-old ain't got much of a say. And he's been doing this all these years. And it makes him no difference from a Jarvis Butts because he's grooming these girls. Y'all remember Jarvis Butts also had videos of these children in his phone. That was one of his charges. Atlanta Street interviews. You doing spicy content and you got videos of these children in your phone. So you don't think that these people ain't waiting for you? And yet it says Jarvis was a groomer at his finest. Absolutely. And Atlanta Street Interviews is a groomer. Let's say that. We got to call it for what the hell it is. Marty says nobody wants to hear the lies and we love our little cuz. No more. No more. Because nobody gives harlots who knew the score. Let's Lazaya live in the nest. Girl, listen. Listen. This makes no sense. It makes no sense because Nazaya didn't deserve the hand that was dealt to her. And none of these little girls that Jarvis, that Atlanta Street interviews, these little girls don't know whether they're coming or going. And y'all, he's grooming them. I'm sorry. Hey, boo. Welcome, boo. None of these little girls deserve to be put in a situation like that. Marcus done crossed the line. Marcus has crossed the line. And all I can say is, if we don't say something, then this shit is going to continue on and on and on. I'm not worried about the video he made where he called himself coming out here and saying that, oh, y'all want to take me from my children. Y'all want to see me go to prison. Y'all want to see me. I got a family. I got a mother. I have children. But damn it, these children had mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers. I don't give a damn if the little girl is a little black girl, a little white girl. They're children. And you have to be one sick individual to play with children. And you did that apology, or a half-ass apology, and that wasn't even no apology. It was all about you. You did that in front of your own children to make your children think you are a great father. Huh. I'm appalled. And for whoever, hey, Diamond, for whoever don't stand for what's right, I can't rock with them. It's too many grown men walking around here looking at little girls in all the wrong way. And when you're nasty, you're nasty. When you're nasty, you're nasty. Like God, it says, Jarvis and Marcus nasty asses are all tore from the same cloth. EDF foul ass ninjas. Hey, no nonsense, welcome. We don't know where Nazaya's mom is, Star. She haven't spoke then, and she still have not spoke. And that's sad. That's sad. So she's okay with my child just gone. Diamond says, I saw a video of Nazaya with another girl kissing a grown man in the background too. Wow. 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 Hey, Mimi, welcome, baby. No nonsense says apparently he wants to be away from his family. He did that shit on his own. Absolutely no nonsense. And he wants to blame the world. Yeah, but what gets me is you did this to this little girl. Then you come out here and you want to blame the little girl for what the hell you done. But when Fannie Willis, that's the DA, when Fannie Willis get a hold of his ass, he go wish he hadn't. I see Jarvis Butts I see a Jarvis Butts case forming all over again. That's what I see. You got it in your phone. You got it in your phone. Black Goddess says, yes, we do. We don't collect $200. Go straight to jail, nigga. Gina, it's a lot. It's so much perversion in the world. It's a lot. Absolutely, Carla Henry, sick. But you go blame the little girl. He blamed the little girl, y'all. Damn near 50 years old. But you blame the little girl. The fact, and I can't unsee it, the fact that you had this little girl to do corn videos. That's the part that's mind-boggling to me. That's the part that's mind-boggling to me. This is sad. And these are, it's like, it just breaks my heart because as a mother, as a grandmother, we none want this for our children. Hey, John Knight, welcome. As a mother, as a grandmother, we none want this for our children. And we need monsters like this off of the street. Look at I'll Say It podcast, man. Let me tell y'all. I Say It podcast. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all, for all of his shenanigans, I need y'all, if y'all want to see it in cartoon form, go to I'll Say It podcast. He has done an exceptional job. He has done an exceptional job of this nigga's life story. There's no way a man should want to look at a little girl. Look at a little girl. Tell me what kind of feelings, what kind of emotions do you get from looking at a little girl? Carla Henry, I'm with you. I'm with you. Marty says, oh, I did. My homework on that one, Marcus, want to be young again. Miss Moca, I agree. He a washed up, rinsed out, can't admit he's a groomer on children. A Jarvis Butts on the street of Atlanta. Like them all blame Messiah. That part, Mocha. That part. Marty said it best. He's just like Jarvis Butts. Just like Jarvis Butts. PJ say, where my little cousin at? Well, we over here. Because Mocha's still riding for Naziah. Say her name, say her name. You better know it. I'm going to ride for her. Rewind says, I have no sympathy for any man who protect his daughters while preying on daughters of others. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Marcus' little girls, they could get it too. I'm going to tell you why. Because those little girls that he grew, those little girls that he touched, those little girls belong to somebody else. Those little girls have a father. Those little girls have a mother. Now, you see, had it been mine, there's nothing that would have kept me from Atlanta. Oh, yeah. The courts was taking too long. The courts is taking too long. Oh, no. There's no way. No way. And there's nothing Marcus could say that'll ever make this right. Nothing. And for those that continue to follow the bullshit that he delivers, you're a part of the problem. For those of you that continue to engage in the bullshit that he does, you're a part of the problem. Because right now, yes, we're talking about, hey, Will, welcome. Welcome. Not only are we talking about children, but we're also talking about the mentally disturbed. These people are not in their right minds. Absolutely terrific. These people are not in their right minds. You mean to tell me you're going to pay your hard-earned dollars to go see socially slow people having sex? Get out of here. Everybody who Marcus engages with is a trick. Everybody is a trick. whether you want to believe it or not. And the day is not coming fast enough. It's not coming fast enough. Hey, Linda, welcome, boo. The day is not coming fast enough for him to get just what he deserves. He's been doing this too damn long, y'all. Too long. And no child deserves to be hurt by a grown-ass man ever in life. And if you did it once, you did it multiple times. Multiple times. Terrific said those type of people be on the dark web watching corn or whatever it's called these days. Absolutely. Because I want to know, what's his purpose? I want to know, what's his goddamn purpose? Because there's nothing, absolutely nothing. You got two daughters of your own. There's absolutely nothing that should make you want to look at little girls that way. So if you look at little girls that way, absolutely, the little girl's pregnant. Who's she pregnant for? Thank you, sunshine. Who's she pregnant for, Terrific? That's the question. You got children. You got children. And if you look at little girls that way, if you look at little girls that way, the rest is questionable. Marty says what most stomach churning is that these pedos have girls' children of their own. Just like Butts, they wasn't safe and secure. In place, they most should have been, which is home. While you breathe fresh air, not musty, they need to be in jail. They need to be in jail. And you know what's sad about it? Just like Jarvis Butts. Jarvis Butts' children didn't deserve none of this. Marcus' children don't deserve none of this. Right? His children is going to have to pay for what he done fucking done. Absolutely no nonsense. That's exactly where I am. Absolutely. Absolutely. You sitting your ass there. You want me to believe that you got deceived. You want me to believe you were lied to by a child. But yet you got two children around the same age. And you can look in this little girl's face, and so you mean to tell me you can't determine what's a child and what's not? PJ says, Moca, I'm afraid for his daughters. He needs to be put under the jail. Absolutely. Absolutely. Terrific says, oh, let's see. What's going on? Hey, Jay, you there?
Hey, can you hear me?
I hear you now. Yes, sir. What's going on? Uh-oh. I don't hear you anymore.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you now. Yes. Yes. You keep muting your mic. You keep muting your mic. I keep seeing the little mute mic icon come up. We gonna wait till Jay get here, y'all. That's
Hey,
right.
you hear me?
You there?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you, my love?
I'm good. I can't complain. I'm just tapping in with you. I appreciate you for sharing me out earlier.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Listen, we gotta stay on his neck.
Oh yeah, you know that.
Oh yeah, you can't do that to children. Oh no, you cannot do that to children. Not on my watch.
Not at all. And just like I keep saying, if you bold enough to do that on camera, only God knows what you do when the camera not on.
That part. That part. And the thing is, he waits to proposition them after he turned the camera off.
Uh-huh.
And then the spicy content, you don't let the spicy content take you where it took you. You know them dollars that he make on the spicy content ain't that serious. Go get a damn job if you ain't making enough.
Right. And there's
Uh,
people who make money so many ways on the internet. And you mean to tell me that the only way you think you can make money is being messy, being overly hypersexual, all these things that you're doing? Like he pretends like this the only way that you can get some money. It got people who make thousands of dollars a day on TikTok for playing the violin or playing the piano, and people just send them cash apps all day. It's so many ways you can make money, but that's what you want to do. And I said this before. He took that saying literally when they said, "If you do what you love to do, you will never work a day in your life." He took that literally.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then he came out here and he started saying, I do what I want. I do what I want, you know? Well, hello, you did what you wanted to do. So now you have to, take the percussions behind it. You did what you wanted to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand it, Jay, because right? You got daughters. How do you explain this to your children?
That's a hard conversation.
Yes.
That's a hard conversation. And like as far as trying to act like, oh, I thought she was 19, I don't get that either because I'm 30 years old. And I can't do nothing with a 19-year-old.
Absolutely.
Like as far as mentally, as far as having a conversation, having things in common, I don't even see how I could uh entertain a 19-year-old. So you as a 45-year-old man, even if she was 19, like you should still stay far away from this
Yeah.
girl.
The little girl didn't even know how to order anything off of the menu to eat. And you mean to tell me he couldn't pick up that?
Wow. Never had fish and grits.
Never had fish and grits. Never had fish and grits. But he's been doing this. If y'all would only know his history, he has been doing this for as long as we can remember.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you report it, it's like, I guess we didn't have a mass reporting. The more you talk about it, the more you report it, it was nothing done. But I think this time it's, oh yeah, something will be done because he went a little too far.
Mm-hmm. You from New Orleans?
Oh yeah.
I keep saying this. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I keep saying this. But this is an indictment on the people of Atlanta, because ain't no way he would get away with doing this, the kind of stuff he do.
Yeah.
It wouldn't last a week in New Orleans.
Absolutely. You hear me?
It wouldn't
I would
last a week. Somebody would have cracked you in your head. You putting people, mamas and sisters and
yes,
daughters on camera,
yes,
embarrassing them. That would not last 1 week. I guarantee you.
absolutely. He would have somebody. He think that blue Jeep, nigga, somebody would find you, and it
Oh yeah.
won't take long.
Mm-mm. That blue Jeep. That blue Jeep would look
Uh-uh.
like Swiss cheese that have so many holes in it.
Absolutely. You know, you got to stop this. This man is ruining lives. And he's not only his children, but he's ruining the lives of the mentally disabled people.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. And like ain't that so satanic? Like you find people who down on their luck, people who struggling, people who could use anything, and you dangle crumbs over their head to
That
make them
yeah,
dance for you, like to make them
and
do
that
what you would like them to do.
absolutely that's just what the hell he's doing for $10.
Crazy.
For $10. You don't prey on the weak. That's disgusting. And he's done it over and over and over again. And just like that girl I was telling y'all about, Fabrielle, with the baby, that was the girl that he highlighted today with the makeover. This is crazy. And he just keeps bringing them back.
Yeah. It's a lot of people, like people go through stuff and like stuff happens to people anyway. But just because of how you shown yourself, I wouldn't be surprised if you're the reason or you had something to do with these people decline. But it's so many people. Every time he put them on that camera, they look worse and worse and worse.
Ooh, nobody made an improvement. Nobody made an improvement. You hear me?
Crazy, man.
He's gonna get just what he's looking for in the worst way. I'm sorry, but he will. He will. And everybody that he had, the whole little Mink Mink crew going down. The whole little Mink Mink crew. And Polo is going down with him. Lord Jesus.
Because he had the recruiters, he had the Polos and your Spices. They was recruiting for the spicy site. And I don't think I doubt that anything done on that site was legal. Because did you go through the proper steps of getting the paperwork?
Let me tell you, Spicy said he never checked an ID. So if you ain't got these people ID to do this kind of shit, this is all illegal.
Yeah. And I think Georgia got strict laws against because I live in Georgia now. I think Georgia got strict laws against certain stuff like that, like shooting that type of material. Like it's not like it's Hollywood or somewhere like that. Like this, just the South. So I think Georgia got strict laws against stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he did not go through all the red tape and all the paperwork that it would take to make that legal.
Right. Will says, Jay, most people that live in Atlanta comes from all over the country. So there's no community here, especially downtown. Native people from Atlanta don't hang downtown. Well, you know what, Will? I could agree with you.
That's true.
A lot of those people migrate there. I could agree. And Marcus knows where to find them.
Mm-hmm. And he got a strategic, and if you notice, he got a strategic line of questioning that he asks. So he want to know where you're from. He want to know about your family. Do you have a father? Do you have siblings? He got a strategic line of questioning that he asks that I think helps him determine if he's going to target you or not.
He want to know if they have a support system behind them.
Yeah, so if you got a father in your life, if you got a big brother down the street, he might leave you alone. But I think he asked those questions strategically so he could see who he could go after.
Stacy says, I don't understand how Ms. Wanda still deal with him. She just did a makeover with that girl. that girl borrowed money. But girl, I don't understand. I don't understand that. He know Polo get a check. He mental. He's not allowed to have that type of content in Georgia. And he's doing it under a nonprofit status. Atlanta Street Interviews Incorporated. That alone is illegal. Jesus. He's doing too much. He's doing too damn much. And anytime you could sit up there and that's like trafficking. You know, it's like, come on now. What is you doing with these children's lives? You got 14-year-old, you go to the park. You meet them in a park. You out as a grown man surfing Atlanta streets 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. What are you looking for?
Did you see the video with the girl Cookie? I had did a reaction to that.
Listen, I'm gonna spend the night watching them videos.
Yeah, I had did a reaction to that. He had ran into a girl named Cookie. She said she was 18, but she looked like
Cookie
she
was
could.
not 18.
Yeah, she looked like she could very well be younger than that.
Yeah.
And he pulled up on her at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And he having this conversation with her, and you could tell he coached her as to how the conversation should go before they started. So she said she graduated, which we don't know if that's true. He asking her what her plans is. She said she want to do OnlyFans. And then she started going off into that. And then he mentioned his website, trying to get her on his website. But you could tell he kind of had already prepped her for the conversation beforehand. But she looked like a baby. She looked like 15, 16 years old.
That's right.
And I'm like, what's wrong with your mind?
Yeah, it's like he rides all night till he finds them. He finds them. And Star, I'm with you. He steals these children innocence. This don't make no sense. But Will, I think the place that he goes, I think he calls it the dungeon or something. I think it's called the dungeon. Yeah, that's where Chris would be. Yeah, in the dungeon. That's what he calls it, the dungeon. And that's somewhere downtown Atlanta. Y'all, I'm so embarrassed. I mean, as a woman, to know that a black man is doing this to little girls. This is disheartening on all levels. All levels.
And just like I said before, we gotta hold ourselves accountable, because if it was a white man, if it was a Chinese man, this would be headline news.
Yes. Yes.
If this was being done to black children,
that's right,
somebody of another race. So the fact that he has been getting away and been skating by for this long, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
And this is why people don't take us seriously when we cry out, because they say, well, y'all do it to each other and don't nobody say nothing.
Well, that's why he was able to say what he said. When the white guy went to him and the white guy said that he wanted to do the spicy content, he told him no. He said, do you know how these white people would come down on my head if I had you on my channel doing spicy content? So he opted out of doing spicy content with the white guy, but it's okay to exploit your own. It's just a shame. It's just a shame. Diamond says, I don't understand how after all the women knew he was guilty, they continued to support him and give him money. That's the thing I don't understand, Diamond. That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. And then you got Polo. Marcus sitting down there and he's doing these explicit videos. Y'all over there doing the spicy scene. And you got Polo, somebody that you know is mental. And you got Polo engaging in his shit with a whole man. But yet you recording it. And
And
you
that was
liking it.
and I think that was like a humiliation ritual.
That was a humiliation.
Because I think he been hating on Polo for a long time. Because even though Polo ain't got no car and no house and a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out, he ain't never had no problem with no women.
Never had
And
a problem with women.
and I think Marcus wasn't gonna stop until he was able to embarrass him in that way. I think he got Polo nice and drunk and gave him a pill and gave him some money and told him to go for it.
Absolutely. Because he tells him, he admitted on camera that he does give them pills.
Yeah.
Just like he does the gummies, the edibles. He make homemade edibles and he gives them to these women that, the tricks or whatever. And it's like he give them these edibles and they're out for 24 hours. So you can't be, that's a crime within itself. Let me just say that. This don't make sense. You got Polo with the man. You recording it. You moaning. That's the sad part. You was moaning.
And you want us to believe you a straight man and you can
He
sit
ain't a
in the
straight
room.
man. He's a
You
sick
can sit
man.
in the room when something like that take place and you want me to
Yeah.
believe you a straight man.
He's a sick man. He is truly a sick man. And that hating on Polo, yeah, Will, you're right. He hates the shit out of Polo.
And if you remember when he pulled back up on Polo some days later, and Polo was laid out on the bench or something like that, and he said, "I sold my soul." Polo said that out of his mouth. He said, "I sold my soul."
He sold his soul.
And he did not lie.
But let me tell you, after that scene, right? After that scene, Polo got robbed. Marcus, Polo was saying, I'm laughing all the way to the bank. Marcus set Polo up to get robbed. I don't give a damn what he say. In that same park that Polo would hang out in, Polo got robbed.
Yeah, because he probably paid him more money than what he wanted to.
That's right.
Do that scene. He probably wanted it back.
That is sad.
I
Rewind said they ruin lives. One day I will share my story. I went through it 17 and a half years ago. I will only say that my grandma moved a 20-year-old into my bed when I was 14. Oh, girl, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that.
That's crazy.
This is too much. This is too much. Then he wants to, let me tell you, when he had that encounter with the little girl, Kai told her story. Marcus had a mask on when he and it was him who had interactions with Kai on a sexy scene, on a spicy scene rather. He had a mask on. And he said he put her through the mattress. Let's say that. And I kept saying, well, no, Marcus ain't had no mask on. So Kai described the mask. So the next day, that's how we know Marcus slept with Feisty. The next day, Feisty and Chaos, or Chosen, whatever his name is, they were with Marcus doing an interview. Chosen had the mask on. Marcus says, well, look, what you doing with the mask on? I knew that. I thought I took the mask. I'm like, well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
Wow.
don't make no sense. Exactly. Terrific. I wonder when she went to that police station if she was reporting him as well. He needs to be reporting. He needs to be reported. Marcus was standing right there when it happened. Marcus turned his head like he didn't see it. That's what I said. He was right there when Polo got robbed.
And I don't care what they say about legal and not against the law and all that type of stuff. For all these middle-aged men who be slobbering over 18-year-old girls and stuff like that whole barely legal thing, I don't trust you, because I think if you 45 and if you attracted to a 18-year-old, it ain't nothing to be attracted to a 15-year-old, 16-year-old, because a lot of them look the same, a lot of them built the same. You should be past that. Like you should have graduated in your mind by this point.
Exactly.
So I don't trust it. That whole barely legal 18, 19-year-old thing. Okay, cool. The law says okay, but something's still wrong with you, because that's still a child in the mind.
That's a child. But how would he feel? How would he feel if somebody done that to his children? How would he feel if somebody done that to his daughters? But it makes me almost feel that he wouldn't give a damn, because I believe, and that's just my belief, something going on with him and his children.
Better than he think they're better than other people.
Yes, it's sad, because if he's comfortable, and me, I just watch shit. I observe a lot. If you watch him being that comfortable, talking about it with his children, he's that comfortable talking about it with his children, something else is going on. Something else is going on. Because ain't no child of mine is going to be caught up in the bullshit that I got going on. I would want to keep that as far away from my children as I possibly can. But how can he keep that away from his children when he bringing the tricks to his house?
All on the couch.
Same girl. What's her name? What's her name? She used to be with Feisty. Not Feisty. She used to be with she used to be with Quita.
You talk about the girl who smoked the rocks.
Yeah, that's her. You know what I'm talking about.
She was on the couch, on the same couch his family sit on.
Yeah, baby. She was on the couch and she was in the back seat of the Jeep playing with us shit. I'm like, is you serious?
While smoking the pipe.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew you was kind of sick in the head too, because I don't see nothing sexy about that.
Nothing.
What she smoking crack and doing that type of act at the same time. What is attractive about that?
Yeah. Cornell says, who's to say he ain't did nothing to his daughters? Cornell. That's where I am. That's where I am. And their mother, I don't give a damn, but their mother, she can't be that naive. She sees what goes on YouTube, and it's not that she ain't watching. And if all these people he's been having claims against him for years, why would you have your daughters around that, ma'am? This is crazy.
Perversion knows no limits. You can look all the way back. You can look all the way back to like ancient Egypt, and it started out a certain way with the same sex and this and that and all that, and then all of a sudden they messing with animals, and it knows no limits. It's like if you keep going down that rabbit hole, you're just gonna keep going until you end up in a bad place. That's why these Hollywood people get into the stuff that they get into, because they do so much. So after you have threesomes and foursomes and fivesomes, and you have every woman in the world that you want and all that stuff, now you're looking at children. It just don't stop. It keep going.
You ain't trusted. You ain't trustable to go nowhere. Not to the store because they got children there. You can't be around the playground. You can't bring your children there because he there because that's where he play in the park. He likes to go where all the little children at. Man, I got a problem with that, and I pray to God this little girl's mother does everything that she's supposed to do when it comes to him. I pray to God. The mother seems like the mother seems like she got herself together. I would handle him. Oh yeah, Cornell, he's a full creep. Sugar Hayes say his type is short and dark skinned. He say it all the time. Some of these alleged mothers see and don't see because absolutely, Marty, they turn their eyes. They turn the eye to shit like this. There's no way. There is no goddamn way Marcus would be getting away with what he's doing to these children. I'm sorry. Ooh, child. But child, I'm about to get up out of here. I done been here 2 hours.
I'm gonna tap back in with you.
All right,
appreciate you for having me.
All right, then I'm going. Look, I'm going back to your page in a little while.
Gotcha.
But I appreciate you. I appreciate you for gracing the panel.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Black God, it says if he gave teeth to his damn daddy, I don't put nothing past. You see what I'm saying? Nothing passing. Nothing. Nothing. Will said, is something going on with the mama? Because as teen girls, this is the time they need the mother. Why do they live with him? Isn't that strange, Will? Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? But until something is done, we're going to continue to talk about it. Until something is done, we're going to continue to talk about it. But guys, I thank you all. I thank you all for showing up on the porch. I thank you all for your inputs and your insight. I thank each and every one of you that supported through super chat, super stickers, jewels, gifts. I thank you all. And I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say I will see you all tomorrow. And let's flood the chat with justice for all these babies as we turn the porch. When we don't turn the porch light off over here, we dim the porch light into the replay game. I hope you enjoy this live stream. Hype up the live. Yeah, hype up the live and share this. Somebody needs to hear it. And we're going to say goodnight. And we're going to dim the lights. And I'll see y'all next time.
Nolan Bells and Balls! Before you go, we gotta do this one more time. What we doing? Porch light up. Is the mission over? Let it on. Porch light up. Hey, 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 hey. Porch light up. Hey. We laughed, we talked, we laid it on the line. We followed every question, one receipt at a time. We may not always agree, but we kept the conversation strong. Now the night may be ending, but the truth keeps moving on. Carry the conversation, let the truth lead the way. The light may be off tonight, but it'll shine another day. Porch light on, but the mission stays on. The conversation ends, but the truth rolls on. Take that grit, take that grace, take that purpose home. Till we meet again, you know you're never alone. Porch light on, mission stays on. Yeah. Porch light on, we'll be back before long. Moca Unfiltered, Moca Unfiltered, Moca Unfiltered. Nolan Wells and Wells. The conversation may be over, but the porch is always open. Good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody. Melissa, thank you so very much, my love. I'll see you all again. Porch Live is off. Good night, everybody.